Yo, my name's Carl, my channel is Aesthetic Ties, and this is how to tie the Solomon's bar or the Cobra weave kind of paracord bracelet. So it looks like this. So you've got like a pattern that kind of goes all the way through on one way, and it's reversed the other side. So if I just undo this clasp, so we've got pink over black that side, black over pink this side. So it's quite neat and tidy, and then you don't have to do it multicolored. When I fail at clasping that, you can do like single colored ones as well. Okay, so let's just get started. So I'm using a jig. You guys don't have to use a jig, but it's just my preference. So we start at the bottom. I've joined these two together already, so I'm just gonna go through this really quickly. I'm gonna put black on one side, feed this through here, get it through most of the way, and then pink through the other side. So feed that through, get that most of the way through as well. Okay, so normally what people do is, when I've seen other videos, they tell you to feed this through to make like a loop on the bottom, but that takes time and it's no point. So if we just undo this, pull that under, it's essentially the same thing as wrapping everything through. And you see that there? That to me is much quicker, because there's no point spending like an awful long time on this when you don't have to. So let's put this back in. We're going to tighten it all in a second. Okay, so we want to get to this point now, and we're going to want to go underneath and out this time. So we're going to go, show you how it looks, underneath, pull that through, get the black one underneath, and pull that through. Okay, and we're just going to pull it kind of tight. So the way this works, you kind of pick a side, and then that side's kind of like a more, I don't know, I'm going to call it dominant. It doesn't really work like that, but I'll show you what I mean. So we're going to make the black side go over the pink side every time. So the pink side kind of starts, then the black one goes over the top of the pink, and then underneath everything, and we feed it through. Okay, so I'm going to show you this a lot more times, so don't worry about it. And you kind of want to tighten everything as much as you can as well. Okay, so again, pink side starts, it goes over like this, black one goes over the pink, underneath everything, and through this loop. So if you notice, each loop is doing the same thing, just the other way around. So this one goes over the top and under everything and out. This one goes under everything, then over the top, and then down. So it's exactly the same on both sides. So we're just going to tighten everything up. And it's really important to tighten everything as you're going, because that way you get like the tidiest kind of bracelet. Put that back in the middle. So yeah, just as you go, I'm pushing this bit that way, and I'm pushing the pink underneath inside as well. So pink over the top, black over everything. You just rinse and repeat while tightening. So obviously you can do this with just one color as well. Now the easiest way to remember which one goes first on the color is this loop here. Okay, so this by here points to what you start with. So if you notice, the loops are always going to be black, and the pink one's always going to be pointing out. So that's why it's just easier with two, but you can absolutely do this with just one color, I mean. So yeah, as far as the actual like how much paracord you use, so the way this tie works, it kind of goes by every inch of bracelet you need about 1 foot of paracord. So it's quite an easy measurement. So if I just take a second to show you like my jig, I'm doing roughly 7.5 inches here of the actual bracelet itself. So I measured out 8 feet of paracord. I did 4 foot of the black, 4 foot of the pink, and I just joined them together. So I'll show you guys how to join them in another video. I just wanted to kind of get into this, because again, like, I know there's lots of YouTube kind of channels that show you all this, but most of them kind of ramble on at the start and kind of talk for a while, and it's like I'd rather talk to you guys while I'm doing this, and I'd also rather show you guys like in real time exactly how long it takes to make one of these, because as you can see we are now flying through it. So yeah, just literally, oh, and it's come undone. Just gonna put that back in. That happens because I've tightened it so well. So pink over everything, black over the pink, underneath the bar and out through the middle. Again and again and again and again and again. Pink over everything, black over the pink, under the bar, out through the middle. Pink over everything, black over everything, under the bar, through the middle. So yeah, my plan with this channel is to kind of make like lots of different kind of tutorials for things, not just for bracelets. I'm planning like kind of like different like lanyards and like different toys you can make, and just kind of practical uses for paracord, I guess. So yeah, hopefully it turns out alright, because I've already got some videos already, but that's more like how to tie specific knots rather than how to actually make something out of paracord. But yeah, this is coming together rather nicely. No, don't get that out before I tighten it. As you can see, I'm not perfect at it, but you don't really need to be. As long as you tighten everything as you go along and you kind of press these kind of loops in, then it ends up like a consistent kind of pattern all the way down, which is quite good. So we're actually starting to get towards the end now, which is quite nice, and then you'll be able to clearly see exactly why I went over the amount of rope I needed, because as I said before, this is a 7.5 inch bracelet and I went for 8 foot of everything, or 8 foot in total, 4 foot of each. So we're almost there. So close now. And I really need to get a heavier jig so it doesn't kind of move around a lot. But hey, it suits my purpose. So as you can see, there's not a massive amount of each one left. So if I would have gone for like half a foot less, this would start to get really tricky at the end. So there's a tiny bit left. Let's see if I can get one more in. So we kind of go over and under. Oh, come on, make it, make it, make it. Yes. And pull and pull and pull. There we go. So there's barely any left at all. So let's undo that and take a quick look at it. So I really like this. Not only is it really easy to do as like a beginner's kind of like paracord, but it's, you know, you've got the reversible kind of aspect of it, and yeah, it looks really nice. But obviously there's these two bits that are still kind of flapping around, so we need to get rid of them. So the easiest way is to cut them off and then singe the ends with a lighter. Okay, so the best way to do this, you want to get like, obviously like a sharp pair of scissors. Mine aren't that sharp. You want to leave a little bit of room. You don't want to do it like exactly right close to it. So leave a little bit of room, add some tension, and then just slice. So there's a bit left there. We're going to do the same for the other end. No, refocus camera. There we go. So we're going to want to slice that. So now we've got it kind of awkwardly hanging out. Get our lighter and just kind of melt the end a bit, and then with a wet finger just press it into place, because the idea is that, if you see, is kind of flowering out a bit, and that helps keep it in place. So we're going to do the same for the other side. Gonna melt it. That's not enough melting. I don't think I cut that very well. Let's see if I can get slightly more off. But my scissors are really bad. It's frayed. I need much better scissors. So yeah, there we go. So let's melt that. Wet your finger and kind of press it into place. And there we go. So just gonna quickly put it on the other way around. Come on. So there we are. So that's the one. That's the other way around. Because even though they're reversible, I wanted to show like which way around each kind of side worked, so you guys can decide like which one you want to make. And then we've also got this one, which is really small and only just fits my wrist, because this was like my test one. Come on, come on. There we go. So we've got a solid color and each different colors. So yeah, let me know in the comments which one you prefer, because obviously they're quite different. And yeah, that was it for my first kind of tutorial. So this was the Cobra weave, or the Solomon bar, depending on which one you want to call it. Most ties have like 2 different names. But yeah, thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care now. Bye bye.